What is going on, family? Good morning, good morning. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Super excited. And today, as you can see, we have a very special guest in the building, Dr. Joan. Stay tuned. So, I'm going to give you a brief overview, a little bit of a piece of an amazing soul, somebody who lights up the room, somebody who is truly here to inspire, educate, and go ahead and give back. So, with no further ado, Shane, Talina, Cedric, Dreamers, what is going on? Let me see some gratitude to start the day. What's everybody grateful for coming into today? Grateful to be alive, grateful for God, grateful for the atmosphere, and grateful for the knowledge. I don't know if you guys know what's going on. Let me give you a sneak peek of what is happening for the weekend. We just finished up an amazing event over here. And the goal on this side is to continue to elevate, continue to grow, and be able to give back and be of service. So I love to see it. So I got a couple questions for today. You are somebody who has been nothing but a light for literally the past 2 or 3 weeks that we've been able to get introduced. And I want to give a sneak peek of your story. You know, a lot are on here in my circle of influence from all different ages, from 18, 55, 80, from all different walks of life. And I know you can go ahead and be somebody that they can absolutely relate to. So my first question is this. When did you first get introduced to entrepreneurship, and who was your original mentor?
Oh my God, guys. So I have to tell you something. I've been an entrepreneur for longer than some of you were born, just so you know. And I'm going to leave it there. I got my chiropractic degree many years ago, always worked for myself. I think the only places I've worked for an employer was restaurants when I was, waitressing my way to chiropractic school. So being an entrepreneur, guys, is the most exciting thing. You set your hours, you set your tone, and that's what produces miracles. He calls it your dreams. I call it miracles. But yeah, that's how you get your miracles going for you.
So when you transitioned, even going into the entrepreneurship world, what were some of the first struggles that you had in getting started?
Oh my God. Well, first of all, talking to people. I have had to push myself to talk to people. And honestly, I had a huge practice as a chiropractor, hundreds of people every week. I treated thousands of people over the years. And still, picking up that phone and calling someone to tell them about my services has always been my sticking point.
Mm. It's huge.
Just to be honest.
So you had a couple strong points that you succeeded at, and you had a couple of weak points that you had to work on. So
Yes.
that's the game of entrepreneurship. We all naturally do things well, and we also have things that we can learn from others. So what was a couple pieces that you got the opportunity to work on that allowed you to get to the next level?
Well, okay, so I had to put myself to the side. I had to say, okay, Dr. Joan, you're going to sit over here. These people don't know you. You're going to have to do it. And it's taken coaching. Like in the last few weeks, Jay and April have just been really pushing me to get beyond my mind and to reach out directly to people. And I've been calling people all week and they pick up the phone. They're so happy to hear from me that I can hardly believe that I've been so reticent about doing it.
And isn't that funny, right? A lot of the time, the biggest limitation for any of us is the 6 inches, right? Literally our own mind. So, dream much bigger, much sooner has been my motto since I got started in entrepreneurship. And for anybody that's on here, we all have things that's fearful, but if you pay attention, most of the time, the things that we're most fearful of on the other side is greatness. My next question for you is this. I have a lot inside of my influence here that again are from all different backgrounds. So you're in the chiropractic industry. Why do you feel that jumping into this is something that can correlate perfectly with what it is that you do?
Oh God, that's so easy. Look, we look for protection in all ways. We want to protect our mind, our body, our spirit. That's why people get take vitamins and supplements to protect their health before it happens. I really like what we're doing because people need protection on the 3D realm. I talk a lot about miracles. I talk a lot about how to live your best life and how to protect yourself energetically. But now I love also including physical, body, mind, and spirit.
It's
Really
huge.
protecting ourselves ahead of time in this physical planet is really important. Oh, also, not to mention, I had my social security. I was one of those billions of people that had their social security number hacked. And recently, I was informed that there's three of us sharing my social security number. One of them reached out for a payday loan. One of them has an
Wow.
account in T-Mobile. I have their names and addresses. The IRS told me about them, but no one will do a thing about it. And so I really get that we have to take our own matters in our own hand, our legal stuff, our identity stuff, and as well as our body, mind, and spirit. It's up to us to protect ourselves.
It's huge, right? We've been talking about wealth, we've been talking about legacy for years. Well, the fact of the matter is, even when it comes to crypto, I have a ton of crypto traders on here. If you have money on side of an exchange, you don't have inside of a cold wallet, you're not protected. Same thing goes with your assets. If you don't have your assets protected, hackers don't just want your money nowadays. They want your assets. They want anything that we own. So it's only right to go ahead and get ourselves protected from all different angles. So with that being said, I want to keep it short and sweet. My last question is this. For anybody that's looking to get into entrepreneurship, get into a realm of stepping up to the next level of really receiving quantum leaps inside of their life, what's a piece of advice that you would give to your younger self starting out?
Oh God. You know, I never knew I'd be a lifetime entrepreneur and that I was actually working for myself. It didn't even dawn on me. You know, I hired chiropractors, they worked for me, but I always ran the show. Why? Because first of all, you make much more money. You have a lot more write-offs. You have a lot more fun. You start meeting people in your field, and you start networking, and it's very creative to be your own entrepreneur. Besides which, no one's telling you what time to work, where to go, what to dress, how to dress, etc. So if you value those qualities and you want to make unlimited potential, not a salary, but unlimited income, come and join us. What we
Huge.
do.
Talking about, so
Right.
let's just go through the Rolodex real quick on a couple of those points. Taxes, okay? Almost
Like,
anything that we do is a tax write-off. I'm over here in Miami. The gas that we drove over here, that's a write-off. The dinner, that's going to be a write-off. The Airbnb that we're staying in, that's going to be a write-off. I'm flying to Kentucky, that we're going to be going to Mexico for events. All of that is write-offs, and this thing they don't really teach you in school, kind of just like credit.
write-offs, and you're actually having fun when you're doing it.
It's a
See, so
blast.
it's a work fun. Oh, you know, there's another thing they don't talk about. You get to meet amazing people, and then you have a new family, and they have your back. You brainstorm, you laugh, you travel with them. Honestly, guys, don't get a job. Really, go free. Set yourself free.
And again, when it comes to your network, you know, getting out of college, a lot of us have heard the term your network is your net worth, but it's a completely different story to be able to truly leverage the strengths of others. At the end of the day, that's why I created the dream team. Everybody has unique strengths to bring to the table, creating synergy. So some great advice to leave everybody off with: where can they find you? Where can they find your next piece of content? And where can everybody get in touch with you?
Okay, so you can find me on YouTube, on my website. Well, I can't, I have to show them the website. Call me, 415-717-1385. Shoot me a text. I love to do these identity consultations, I call them. So we could see what you need. We can see how you can elevate your life. So 415-717-1385. Reach out.
I love it. Reach out. Exciting interview. I'm blessed to be able to be in the room with such phenomenal individuals here. We're going to be mastermind the next 90 days. If you've never heard the term 21 days can change your habit, 90 days can change your lifestyle. Well, here in the next 90 days, we're going to document this journey, and we're going to show you exactly how that's done. So stay tuned, and we'll see you at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Stay tuned. Let's go.